Gitanjali from Bangalore and welcome back to our channel. Okay, so I want to give you top 5 interview questions which is frequently asked in any kind of interview, let it be for freshers or an experienced professional. Okay, let's not wait, let's dive in. The first and foremost question is, tell me about yourself. I might have given 6 actionable steps, easy steps to master this question in my previous video. If you have not watched it, take a chance of watching it so that you'll be able to master this very first interview question. If you mess with this question, your interview is gonna get messed up. Okay, so make sure you know this question in and out clearly and master the reply or response to it. To give a small summary on this, first step, mention your name, where are you from, what's your graduation. Second step, you got to tell your accomplishments or achievements which is related to your current experience. Okay, and third thing, you got to tell about your internships if you've done anything. Okay, fourth step, you got to tell about your trainings or any kind of certifications or any skills you've trained on. Take pride of telling it. Okay, and the fifth step is mention your passion. Take a chance to mention it. And your last step is you got to wrap the entire sentence with the closing sentence which I might have mentioned in my previous video. Just a tip, keep in mind that all your statements should be inclined to the job position you are applied for. Your skills must be inclined, your internships, your trainings, your accomplishment, everything should be aligned to the position you're applied for. Perfect. Let's get into the second question. So I, as an hiring manager, is really excited to know why are you interested for this particular position. What interests you about this particular position? It can be framed in different way. Why are you applying for in this particular position or job? Why you want to work or join us in this particular role, etc. Any kind of, it can be rephrased in any kind of these statements. Okay, so as far as I've seen, candidates give such a vague answers. They tell me, I want to work because it's a good place to work. What is a good place? Company is nice to work. My cousin is working here, so I want to work here. That doesn't make sense at all. And few give me that they're so greedy, stating that I'll get a better salary if I join your company. No, come on, we have a bands, we have a brackets, we are making an investment, right? If you give me such vague answers, and I'm literally not gonna hire you. Okay, because these things doesn't make a sense at all to me, and it will show how greedy you are, right? So so these are the replies I get from candidates. Okay, so what is the intention behind this question? As a hiring manager, what is my intention or our intention behind this question? There are just two intention or two reasons for asking this question. First reason is, are you aware of this particular position or the role? Are you aware how your skills would match this particular role or a position, or you're blindly applied? Okay, and the second reason, how excited are you about this position? What value are you gonna get us if you join us? That's the major intention behind these two questions, this particular question. Okay, these are the two reasons. So how can we tackle it? How can we give a just reply for this particular question? Okay, let's break it into 3 steps. Just follow these 3 simple steps, you'll be able to crack this question. Okay, first step, first identify your skill fit. Okay, your skills must be aligned to the keywords mentioned in the job description or the job position you're applying for. If the job position or the description doesn't have much of details, try to browse the similar job descriptions from other company websites or LinkedIn, so that you'll be able to figure out what kind of responsibilities it would have and what keywords you'll be able to speak during your interview. So first is your skill fit, or you can call it as professional fit, whatever. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, if you're applying for a programming job, or you're applying for a Java developer. Okay, so here your skill fit should be, you can mention like, I'm expertise or I'm good in programming Java. Along with it, I program in other languages as well. Okay, so this is how you give your skill fit, and you can also tell them that I am good in this particular programming where I'll be able to solve this particular solution, or I will be able to solve this particular problem where I've given a innovative solution in my previous experience. So you can give one or two elaborations on the particular skill set, and what you can also learn from this job description, or what you can learn from this job position. Okay, so your skills must be aligned to the job description keywords. Make sure that. Second thing, that is the skill fit. Second thing, your company fit. Research about the company. You should do a pre-interview research before going to any interview, right? You got to research about the company. Try to know their vision, mission, their any media footprints, or any kind of their latest news, what they are into, how they are doing in that particular industry. You got to learn about the company. Okay, so this will help you to align your mission and vision to the company's goal. Okay, for example, the company is doing a lot of NGO activities or social activities. You can align, or you can mention your volunteering activities if you have done anything. Okay, so you can mention, make sure it is aligned to the particular company's role. Or you can also tell, I am excited about this particular opportunity because I would get a chance to work on this specific domain where I'll be able to create something, right? So, or you can tell, mention like, this company is topping in this particular industry where I'll be able to get the in-depth knowledge in this particular area. Okay, so this is how you would skill yourself or put yourself as a company fit. Okay, and the third thing is personal fit. How you're personally fit. You can wrap the answer by just telling that this company is much closer to my place, so that I can avoid the commute time. By avoiding the commute time or travel time, I'll be able to be more productive at work. I can spend more hours at work giving a productive solution. Okay, so this is how you give your personal fit. Or if you're applying for a product company, you can mention the products you have used, what experience or user experience you had. Okay, so if you give the product or user experience you had, and you can also mention, I've used these products in this stint and this excited me, and I would really be happy to be part on this product. Okay, so this is how you frame up this particular sentence, why this job position interests you. Put these three steps together, you'll be able to get a very good and a crisp reply for this. Perfect. So let's see the third question. What are your strengths? Right, I have seen many of them. When I ask them what are your strengths, they tell me, I love speaking to people, I love networking, and I love coding, and I go with I love gardening, or I'm like take care of pets. No, these are not your strengths. How is you taking care of a pet, or you going out with your friends, or you mingling with people is gonna help me? No, these are not your strengths. You got to give your genuine strengths that is aligned to the job description what we have offered, or the position what we are offering to you, right? For example, if you are an accountant, okay, you got to mention your strength, that you're good in numbers, you're good in mathematics, or you're good in any kind of the report making or inventory. These are your strengths, these must be your strengths, right? And if you're applying for a content writer job, what we would look, your creativity, your words, your handling of words, or your grammar, these are the things what really excites us. That must be your strength. That is what you got to mention us. That is what we expect from you as a candidate. Okay, so how can we, so what is the reason behind this question, right? Let me tell you, just two reasons. First, we want to know whether you're aware of yourself. Are you able to do a self analysis? What is your strength all about? Okay, this is the major big reason behind what are your strengths. And second thing, how that strength is gonna help company, how it's gonna value our company. So this is what a major intention behind this particular question, what are your strengths, right? So how can we reply, or how can we exactly give a proper response to this question? Just break it up into 3 steps. Okay, so first thing, your knowledge strengths. Okay, okay, so how are you gonna give the 3 strengths? Okay, so first you have to give your knowledge. right? Your knowledge skills, how your knowledge or the skills gonna help. Okay, your strength, for example, let's take an example of a Java programmer. Okay, here your knowledge skills or strength should be coding in Java, expertise in Java. Okay, and your second way of tackling, that is, there are three steps. The first step is your knowledge skills, and your second step is gonna be your personal, or you call it as your soft skills. Okay, the first is your knowledge skills, second is your soft skills. Whether you're good in communication, or whether you're good in any kind of delegating works, or whether you're good in managing teams, these are your soft skills. Or any kind of leadership qualities, these are your soft skills. And your third point, okay, that is the third step, your personal skills. Okay, whether you're flexible, you're hardworking, or you can take pressures, you can work under timelines, I mean strict timelines, these are your personal skills. So you got to mix all these three steps. Okay, your knowledgeable skills, second is your soft skills, and third would be your personal skills. Mix match all these three skills and give 3 to 4 strengths, nothing more than that. Okay, if you give 2 to 3 also, absolutely fine. Don't give 5 to 10 strengths where you'll be lost what you're telling, and even we would not be excited about that. Okay, but just make sure all these three skills are aligned to the job description. Perfect. So these are your strengths. Let's take an example of a let's take an example, sales executive. So what would be his skill sets? His skill sets would be knowledgeable skill sets, would be report making or generating leads, how to manage the social media platforms. This would be his knowledgeable skill sets. Second, what would be soft skill set? Communication. He can communicate, he can network, right? These are his soft skills. He can manage teams, he can drive big kind of conferences or any kind of big meetings, or organize webinars. These are his, or give a presentation. All these are his soft skills. And what is his personal skills? He'll be flexible. Okay, he'll be flexible, and he can work hard, because being a sales executive, you really got to be on your toes, right? He can work hard, he can work smart. These are his personal skills. Okay, so this is how you frame up your strengths. Perfect. Let's go to the next question, that is the fourth question. What are your weakness? Right, I know that it's really, we don't, how much we take pride of telling our strengths, we really find it very terrible to mention our weakness. Everyone have weakness, everyone. When I ask a candidate, what are your weakness, they tell me, I get angry soon, and I break down, or I scream at my colleagues, I scream at my parents, or I don't have patience to wait. No, these skills are really not gonna help us. These will make us wonder whether are you a right fit to this particular position. Okay, so I know that you might be angry. Fine, that's, you need not be that honest in an interview. If you're honest stating that I'm impatient, I cannot take pressure, I don't want to work hard, no, that's not gonna help us. And trust me, if I'm a hiring manager giving me such a plan, I'm not gonna hire you, right? I'm really not interested in your candidature at all. So how can you tackle this particular question? Okay, so before me giving you the exact step, let me tell you the intention behind this question. What is the intention behind asking what are your weakness? The first major intention is similar to the strength. Are you aware of yourself? Are you aware of yourself? Are you aware of your drawbacks, or the loopholes? Okay, and the second intention is, how are you coping to change, or how are you coping with your weakness? How are you coping your weakness and converting them into strength? So this is what we are expecting. Okay, so here you can mention it like, I get impatient when I don't complete projects within deadlines. Okay, in this way it will show you that you're impatient, but at the same time it will give a strong reason why are you impatient, right? So you can mention it like this, or you can mention it, I love I love creating powerful presentations. Okay, but at the same time, since I'm more into uh, proper or perfectioning the all the things, so it takes, I cross the time deadlines, I'm not able to stick into the strict deadlines. So these ways you can mention your weakness, or you can tell, I find it difficult to tell no to people, so no to work, so I take more work and finally I end up stressing out. So this is how you tell your weakness. So, and if you're telling, if you tell like, if you're telling, I love to work in teams, but I'm working on my ways to manage teams, so in this ways it will show a positive aspect as well as a negative aspect, as well as it will give a your area or your way of coping with your weakness, right? So this is how you tackle how to state your weaknesses. Perfect. So let's get into the last and final question. We have to first question is, tell me about yourself, and the second question is, why do you want to work with us, or why are you interested in this job position? Third is your strength, fourth is your weakness, and the fifth, where you visualize yourself 5 years down the line, where you see yourself 5 years down the line. So I mean, many candidates give me weird answer when I ask them, where you see yourself 5 years down the line, and they give me like, I want to see in your place. What is that? You want to sit in my place, and you are trying to, I'm being an hiring manager, and you're trying me to push out of my position. What is that, right? I want to see in your place. I want to become the CEO of the company within 5 years. Who damn can become the CEO, man? Tell me, right? There's no, I mean, there's no justification in that particular sentence. There's no, I mean, the exact situation what you're describing in this, right? And if you tell me that I want to run my own business, when you're running your own business, why you want to work for a corporate, right? Why are you applying for this job position? So this actually makes me wonder why they give so weird answers. So what is the major intention behind this question? What is the major intention behind this particular question? The major intention behind this question is that, first thing, we would like to understand, okay, so whether are you planning to take up any higher education or business down the line, okay? If we are able to gauge that this is a red flag, that we don't want to hire you, okay? So when you are interested to do some PG, or I mean post graduation, or doing your business, why will take or make an effort of hiring you? Second thing, we want any hire we make, okay, we want the particular person or candidate to stay with us for a long run. Why this 5 years? You might be, have anyone wondered why this particular number 5, right? 5 is a number which will give an exact gist to a particular professional, okay? The professional will become an expertise in any program or any subject or any domain in this period of 5 years, okay? Let it be a fresher or a professional. So that's why we take this number as 5, okay? And this will 5 would give a good stability to a professional in his career, and this 5 number is a very good long term tenure for company as well, okay? So that's why the number 5, okay? So how will you respond to this question, where do you see yourself down the line? Let me give a quick response, okay? If I have to work for some position, I mean, if I had applied for some position, I want to see myself down the line, I would mention, I would like to learn new skills and explore new skills in this particular domain. I would like to see myself as an expertise in this particular sector or domain in 5 years down the line, okay? So I would like to visualize myself managing huge teams, or driving huge projects, or delivering customer or user best user experience. This is where I see myself in 5 years down the line. So this is how you give your answer or give your reply to see yourself or visualize yourself 5 years down the line through this. And you can also mention that I would like to grow myself, and by the 5 years down the line, I'll be able to master this particular, I'll be able to master this particular program or domain or skill set, whatever you mention it has, and I'll be able to gain knowledge, as well as I'll be able to contribute to the company, okay? I'll be able to, it will be a mutual benefit, right? So I'll be able to contribute to the company and take the company to a next level. So this is how you can tell, like a mutual contribute. Here the tip is, please don't focus only on your growth. Okay, I've seen candidates telling me that I would like to earn this much in 5 years down the line. No, don't focus on your benefit. You got to give it as a mutual benefit between you and the company, right? So this is how you tell or how you reply to these questions where you see yourself 5 years down the line. Perfect. Hope all these questions, all these 5 questions were super duper helpful and informative. If you find it informative and helpful, please share it with your friends, and please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe button. Okay, so I'll meet you in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.